Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. Sorry for how I look rough. I have 10 questions right here that I've seen. I'm gonna do part 1, part 2, and part 3, just so I can have, some stuff to talk about and some videos on my channel. And I'm not gonna do too much editing. I'm just gonna add some music to this video. It's gonna be a raw video, okay? All right, so comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any more questions you want me to add to the next video, just let me know that. And subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And tell your friends, like, hey, this Correctional Nurse got a YouTube channel. You want to know more information on it, just, watch her videos, follow her. Okay, so we're going to get started. Question number 1 was the interview process. Now, my process really wasn't that long, especially during the pandemic, and I think that's anywhere right now. They do not care. They just need a nurse to work. My interview process, it wasn't bad. You apply, then you come in for the interview. They'll show you around. The interviews, I did an in-person interview at the facility. At first it was kind of scary because, like, hey, these inmates are walking all around. Do they always do this? You gotta understand, I work in a women's facility, and then they baby them. I ain't gonna say, yeah, they baby them, so they can walk around, they can do whatever they want. So it was kind of different because my mom works at a man prison. I was like, this ain't how my mom told me stuff go down. But a women prison, a man prison, 2 different things. So yeah, and it wasn't bad. So I went in for the interview, and then they asked me what shift I wanted to work. I was gonna do night shift. She's like, you might like even thank God I want to eat a shift first, because I'm night shift. Whew. I ain't gonna get into it, but yeah. And then after the interview, they let me see what happened after the interview. They did my background check, and that took about a week, and I started the first day of the next month. So every week on the first would just be every month on the first would just be a whole new month for me as a nurse. So, and that was it. The interview process wasn't that lengthy. They just asked you, like, what would you do during a situation like this, or how would you calm an inmate down? I was like, I'm not gonna yell at them or nothing. Keep my voice calm. I'm good at de-escalating, which I thought I could de-escalate in a hospital, but damn, these inmates I just shut up and let the officers handle it. Do I need to step back? Okay, another question is, like, what's my pay? I really don't want to discuss my pay. It really ain't that much, for real. But, okay, I'm in a whole lot of, correctional nursing and travel nursing groups, so I guess that's why I say it's not that much. So I want to get me a travel contract, and I will soon. I've been a nurse for 7 months, and I'm going to stay in corrections. Corrections is pretty easy. I want to stay in Alabama because the money they're paying, LPNs ain't even worth leaving the state. I can make $2,000 a week in Alabama, okay? So why would I leave for that? I do feel like, y'all, this ain't correctional nursing. Like, I do feel like they're lowballing the LPNs this go around. We do the same thing RNs do, except blood and pick lines and stuff like that. So, and corrections, RNs, LPNs got the same job. I do anyways. I do sick call. I've done walk downs, infirmary. I do everything. I'm all around the board. I can do everything. So y'all need to start upping the pay, recruiters. You hear me? So yeah, back to the pay thing. I get paid more than what I would in a hospital and in a nursing home. But obviously, yeah, because it's a dangerous job. I mean, you're dealing with inmates, you're dealing with murderers, rapists, and stuff like that. So of course they have to pay you, make it worthwhile going in there. So yeah, they have to pay you more than other specialties. Okay, are prisoners easier to deal with than inmates? I mean, prisons easier to deal with than civilians. Kind of, but not. I do feel like it's easier in correctional nursing. You don't have to, in hospitals, every bad review a patient leaves you, you get in trouble for it, you know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how bad the patient is in the hospital, they can start whooping your ass and everything, and it's always the nurse's fault. Now, it's different in prisons. I mean, yeah, they write grievances and stuff on you, but, you're in a prison, so you don't have to always be so, I don't know how to word it. Yeah, it's easier, but it's not mentally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. Okay, so no matter how many bad reviews the inmate gives you, there are always inmates and stuff like that. Yeah, they might check some out if you get like all these grievances. Hey, they saying this and that, then they might check you out. But in a hospital, one bad review, you're gonna get talked to and stuff like that. No matter how bad the patient is, if that makes sense. Have you had any weird interactions with inmates? I wouldn't say weird. Nothing that I wouldn't expect in a dealing with inmates. They cuss you out. They say all type of stuff to you. They try to flex their muscles on you and stuff. And I'm just a nurse. I'm not gonna if you coming at me kind of crazy, I'm just gonna step back and let the officer handle it. They didn't train me in self-defense. We did have it wasn't my interaction, but we did have a nurse get beat up about a few months ago. So that wasn't a weird interaction with me. That's not even weird. That's scary, actually. So ever since then, yeah. So the officers are supposed to walk the nurses up and down the halls, but some of them are pretty lazy, so they don't do that. So I always walk with my pen and stuff, in just case something go down. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, I can't say that. Yeah, the officers walk us down all the time. Do you need any special training to do corrections? No, you don't need no special training. You don't need no special training at all. Now, there do be some training courses that are mandatory once you actually start working in the prison, like PREA training, mental health training, gender responsive training, stuff like that. But you don't need any special training to go in, especially during a pandemic. Any specialty, I know they let anybody in. If someone wanted me to do a travel contract with long-term care, the money was good, and I was gonna do it, but I had to think, girl, this is your license. You don't never worked in a nursing home. I don't even have no interest in a nursing home, but that was another question going down. So no, you don't need no special training. Just you get trained on the job. And corrections, you get trained longer than you do any other specialty I've seen. So even travel nurses get trained for about a good 3 weeks. That's at my prison. I don't know how it is at any other prison. But corrections gonna always train you because each facility do stuff different. So you ain't gotta worry about it. Is it hard being an LPN? Ain't shit easy. The job I'm at is easy, but it's mentally taxing, especially working in, the environment. You locked up right along with the inmates when you go in. They pat you down like you an inmate. I think they pat us down more than damn inmates. But that's story for another time. But no, yes and no. I love my job, so that makes it the easy part. I love being a nurse, but then with being a nurse, period, not just LPN, it's RNs too. Like, it's a lot of stuff that can make your job or nursing hard. Like your coworkers, some of them be some bitches and stuff like that. So that, can I say that? Well, I ain't talking about a bitch. Well, if you're a nurse, But can I say that? I'm gonna have to edit that out. I ain't editing nothing. But yeah, who you work with can make or break your nursing experience. We have a pretty good team on my job on even shift anyways. So yes and no. But that's everywhere. You can have bad coworkers, good coworkers, but as long as everyone working together, it's fine. But I mind my business at work. I don't be caring what nobody does. Nursing period is just so petty. Everyone trying to report each other and stuff like that. So you have to be prepared for stuff like that and know how to, maneuver around. Yeah, I like my coworkers. I'm close to some, but you gotta understand. If it come down to you and they license, they gonna protect theirs. Is it scary to work in a prison? Yes and no. At first it was very scary, especially my first day. I was having heart palpitations and stuff like that. Palpitations. And I was very nervous, especially the first day, the first week. And I was actually finna quit the first day. I said, I want to go in there. Them inmates, I'm so small. They're going to run all over me and blah, blah, blah. And so yeah, it's scary, but then it's not. You get used to it, but you also can't get too relaxed because these are inmates. The other nurse just got beat up a few months ago. So you got to understand who you're working with. But you can't be going there scared as hell either because they're going to smell that. My brows all showing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking so terrible. Any tips working in corrections? Be consistent. You can't tell one inmate this thing and don't tell the other one that. I had an incident a few weeks ago. I'm the nurse. You gonna wear your mask around me. I'm not seeing nobody without no mask. I don't play with that. Because if I tell one person to put their mask on, everybody got to put it on. So I was at my window, right? I was doing my peel line. And I've told everybody to put their mask on. It gets tiring. And then I guess she pulled her mask down and made me popping my pills. I ain't seeing her. I was like, I was going to tell me to put my mask up. Well, pull your mask up. Why would you pull it down? You just had it on. Like, are you serious? Why would you do that? So be consistent. These are inmates. They can manipulate you. They can lie. As long as you follow the rules to the T, you are all right. Always follow the rules. Don't get no extra Band-Aid without a workup. You know, you ain't supposed to get a damn Band-Aid. Because if you do that for one, you got to do it for all. Don't, shortcut your stuff for one inmate. Don't do it for the other one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You got to have tough skin. In corrections, you got to learn the word no. Can you do this for me? No. Can you do this? No. I ain't going to tell nobody. No, I don't care who you gonna tell. Because if I do this for you one time and you come back and you try to say, well, you did it last time, so I've been telling you, ain't nothing happened. I've been in corrections for 7 months, and I can honestly say I have not been manipulated. Because if I don't know something, I'm gonna say no, or I'm gonna say, let me ask somebody. Now, there's been plenty of times when I first started, I didn't know how stuff worked. One inmate asked for hand sanitizer. And I just came from a hospital. So if a patient asks for hand sanitizer, yeah, you can get some hand sanitizer. But even stuff like that, I asked the other nurse, no, you can't give them hand sanitizer. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know. So if you don't know, ask. I always say no before you say yes, because an inmate will come to somebody new and ask them questions like, hey, can you do this for me, and do this? Because they know you don't know all the rules. So ask before you do, if you're not sure. But it's mostly always no. Hey, can you go get my pills from the back? No, I'm in the back. Go to the pharmacy and see what they'll let you do that, which is they know it's gonna be a no, but they want to come to you anyway and see what you're gonna do. Another thing, you gotta learn to not take stuff to your heart. At first, it's hard. No matter what you do in a prison, they're never happy. No, I'm not gonna say that, because some be very faithful. I'm the type of nurse, I'm gonna do my job. You come down for chest pain, I'm gonna work you up for chest pain unless you refuse. But I've had some incidents, some nurses be like, oh, she lying, she come down here all the time. But that one time might be the time that you need to send the patient out, him or her. I keep saying her. Like, I had an incident, an inmate came down. They always claim chest pain, but this time it was real. They got sent out, and it was gone for a few days. So, I always do your job. There's always a boy who cried wolf, but it might be that one time you don't take it seriously. That is actually something, very much something. So, see, any other tips? Never let an inmate walk behind you. They be trying to walk behind you, and I be wanting to speed up and walk past them fast, like to catch myself. Like, girl, she might be walking slow for a reason. I be like, go on now, scoot up. Like, Nurse Clara, you so scary. Okay, that's fine. But that was in the paperwork when I first started. No inmate walk behind you. But I work at a women's facility. I do want to venture out to a men's prison eventually. I heard it's easier, but I feel like a men's prison is more scary because if something popped down, I'm a woman. I feel like I can handle a woman. But men, whew, scary. Any other tips? As long as you do your job and be consistent, corrections is very easy, but it can also get hard. Like, some days you might not do much, but your peel pass, you might have a few walk downs. And sometimes you got walk down emergencies. And you have to, have some skills, or at least be with a skilled nurse. I'm still a new nurse, and I just, removed the Foley in corrections the other day. So, okay. And does your facility send nurses to code responses? Yes, they do. It was supposed to be another thing where the officers are supposed to put the inmate out of the dorm so nurses don't be in there with all them inmates, because you never know, stuff can happen. But yeah, they send us to code responses. Any type of response. If somebody having a seizure, we have to respond. Somebody, to fell out, we have to respond. So yes, we respond. Somebody coding, yes, we have to respond. The officers are trying to CPR too, but they're gonna call the nurses. So yeah. That's another question. I guess I'll do a bonus question. Do I plan on, going to other specialties? I do, but not as an LPN. I did want to go to a hospital. But we're in a pandemic, and I feel like taking a pay cut during a pandemic is ridiculous. I can just tell you what they tried to pay me. They tried to pay me $19 to work on the med surge floor. And I called the HR, I was like, hey, you know, these hospitals full of COVID. So you want me, I said, would you take $19 during the pandemic? I said, that's disrespectful, really. So I do plan on going to the hospitals eventually. But while this COVID money is out there, when I get my 1 year of experience, I'm definitely getting me a contract. I'm trying to get one now, but the prison I work with, they own all the prisons and all the jails. All the companies that's paying high with the jails want you to have 1 year, and I got 7 months. So I'll just stay at this prison I'm at now for a year. Then once a year comes up, I'm out of there. So let me specify, the prison I work at, the company owns all the prisons in Alabama. So I could go out, but what they're paying to leave, what they're paying me ain't even worth leaving for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I don't. So I was in RN school, but they're not accredited. So I got my LPN license and I left because the LPN part was accredited. And you know, during clinicals, you know, my second semester during clinicals, it got cut short because of the pandemic. So I didn't really get to experience a lot of stuff. I don't know if I like OB. I don't know if I like the children. I don't know what I like because you didn't get a really good, you know, experience in clinical. So once I start back in RN school and I get a feel of what I want to do, I'm thinking about ICU because I did precept in the ICU and I love it. You don't get more than 2 patients usually. And I liked that. They're critical, of course, but I liked it. But you know, Mima, Ivy, I think they just said that ICU nurses, period, they increase the thing so they can have more patients because of the pandemic. That's very dangerous in the ICU. That is very dangerous. I think folks should make laws on healthcare if y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the longest video I ever done. So like, comment, and subscribe. Comment more questions if you want to know, more video ideas, because I like, you know, video ideas and stuff like that. Because someone told me to do a Q&A, and I just scrolled down all my videos and looked at questions folks asked me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk so much. I'm so thirsty. And I hope you have a great day. Bitch, you doing a good job.